our guest speaker, in the context of Malaysia Constitution, the federal constitution restricts to certain extent, to certain aspect, for the Muslim to practice their religious duty. So my question is that, what is the best approach or uslub to convince the Muslim, that the Muslim have the right to practice what was ordained by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala?
Sorry, brother, I did not understand the question. You are saying the federal religion does
federal
not...
constitution.
Sorry, the federal constitution does not permit the Muslims.
That to certain aspect and to certain extent restricted the Muslim to exercise their religious duty.
The brother has asked me a question that according to him, the federal constitution restricts the Muslim to do certain duties of Islam in the country. Brother, I disagree with you. You may be a Malaysian, I'm not a Malaysian. I'm a Dai, mashallah, who has traveled in different parts of the world. According to me, amongst all the democratic Muslim countries in the world, I say Malaysia is the best democratic Muslim country in the world. Where do you get this? Where do you get this from? The federal constitution does not allow the Muslims to do their deen. According to me, Malaysia is one of the best available. Why? You know, there are countries, most of the Muslim countries don't allow, I agree. But Malaysia is the best. It is the country which, mashallah, promotes the Muslim to do dawah. Malaysia is a country where if you want to have food, the halal certification of Malaysia is more strict even than Saudi Arabia. How can you say that, brother? In Malaysia, the mosques are controlled by the government. How can you say that? I think you may be having a misconception. There may be certain things, as far as the deen is concerned, I believe that, mashallah, that the federal constitution, you may be doing something which they may not understand is different. But according to me, Malaysia as a whole, I feel is the best available Muslim country in the world. Sometimes I say best of the worst, because Muslim countries today are unfortunately in a very bad state. We should be on top of the world, but we are bottom line. Therefore, sometimes I say best of the worst or the best available Muslim country. Yes, there are drawbacks. There's no country in the world which I can say is 100% following the Sharia. In that context, yes. Not following Sharia, yes. But not asking you to do the duties. There's a difference between following the Sharia and difference between not allowing the Muslim to practice the deen. One is practicing on your personal level. I don't think so the federal constitution prevents. Yes, if you say they may be not implementing everything of Sharia, okay, I'm with you. There's no country in the world which is executing Sharia completely. No country in the world. So if you are telling your question was they don't allow us to practice, this I disagree. But if you say if you want to implement the Sharia, yes, there is no country in the world which is fully implementing. And I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that may Allah make it possible. May Allah make it possible that inshallah, that very soon inshallah, Malaysia would be one of the countries that will follow the complete Sharia. Sure. Hope that answers the question.
The next question, please.
Second question, please. Second question, please.
Okay.
Second question.
Concise and precise, please.
Our guest speaker, in the current political scenario, there was a political cooperation. There was a political cooperation. What is your comment, doctor? What is the best to ensure that...
Sorry, brother, can you speak a bit slowly and away from the mic?
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Doctor, in present political scenario, there was a political cooperation among the parties. So my question is that, how to ensure that the principle of Islam and the Islamic leadership are the dominant factors in molding the society of Malaysia? Thank you very much.
The Muslims are asked to cooperate with Muslims in all walks of life, whether it be science, whether it be technology, whether it be education, whether it be politics. This is the rule of Islam, that Allah says in Surah Ma'idah chapter 5 verse number 2, that help each other in bir and taqwa, in good works, but do not help each other in sin and transgression. So as far as Muslims are concerned, we should see to it that we we follow, we come together. Allah says in Surah Imran chapter 3 verse number 103, Allah says that وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. Hold strongly to the rope of Allah and be not divided. The rope of Allah is the glorious Quran and the Hadith. So if all the Muslims strongly hold to the glorious Quran and Hadith, we'll be successful. We should always unite on the basis of the Quran and the Hadith, not what Dr. Zakir Naik says or what somebody else says. We should unite on the basis of Quran and Hadith. So what we should do as Muslims, we should quote the Quran, quote the Hadith, and ask the Muslims to join and combine and help each other so that we are united and we follow the Quran. Hope that answers the question.